Good morning, students. Our next chapter is respiration in organisms. So, we'll start with the chapter. So, you know that different life processes are there which are going in our body, and we have discussed one of them, that is digestion, which was our first chapter. Then now our next topic is respiration. Okay, the process of breakdown of food in the cell with the release of energy is known as respiration. It is actually termed as cellular respiration as it takes place in the cells of the organisms. Beta, whatever we are eating, it has to be broken down, it has to be made a little bit smaller, and after making it smaller digestible form, it has to be absorbed in the body to release energy. Okay, so this is actually respiration. It is oxidation of food. Okay, and it is occurring in all the cells of the body, so it is known as cellular respiration also. It is you can see in this picture. Okay, like these are ingredients oxygen and glucose, and here we can see the products are carbon dioxide, water, and energy. Okay, now one thing, breathing is written here. Can you explain what is the difference between breathing and respiration? It's simple. Most of the students, they say they are same. No, beta, it is different. Breathing is just taking in oxygen and giving out CO2, carbon dioxide. But respiration is oxidation of food in the presence of oxygen to form products like carbon dioxide, water, and give us energy to do different work. There are two types of respiration which we have to discuss in this class. The first is aerobic respiration and the another one is anaerobic respiration. As the word depicts, aerobic. Aerobic means in the presence of air. So we know that respiration occurs in the presence of oxygen. So if the breakdown of food is occurring in the presence of oxygen, then it is called aerobic respiration. But if it is occurring without oxygen, we'll say it is anaerobic respiration. Now we'll discuss more about aerobic respiration. Glucose is broken down to give carbon dioxide and water in case of aerobic respiration. Whatever we eat, beta, we eat lots of things. We eat bread, we eat roti, we are eating rice and all different things. But they are broken down in our body into simpler forms as we did in previous chapter, that is digestion of food. You know that at last what we get is amino acids, glucose. Okay, and glucose are the source of our energy. So this glucose is further broken down in the cells to give carbon dioxide and water, and more amount of energy is given in this. The energy currency, that is ATP, adenosine triphosphate. This is the energy currency of our body, and this is being given more in aerobic respiration. This kind of respiration will occur in complex organisms like we human beings, cow, dog, other animals. Okay, and it will occur in the mitochondria and cytoplasm of the cell. We discuss cell in the one of our chapters, that cell is our unit, basic unit of life, and inside the cell there are mitochondria. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, means it is the place where respiration occurs and gives us energy, and cytoplasm is the liquid which is present in the cell. If you want to take a simple example of a cell, we can say that egg is a cell. Okay, so this is aerobic respiration. Now anaerobic respiration, it will occur without oxygen, as we have already discussed. Here the glucose will be broken down to give ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. So we are getting different product, that is ethyl alcohol, and very less amount of energy is given, that is only 2 ATP. 2 ATP molecules are produced in this, and it will occur in unicellulars like yeast. You would have heard about yeast fermentation, which is used for making bread, cakes, etc. Even at home we use fermentation. We ferment the food before making idli, dosa, khaman, etc. So this is anaerobic respiration which is going on. Now, if as many of times you see that you go for a walk after many days, you go to see some tourist place or any other spot, you walk so much on that day and you feel too much pain in your legs, hand, etc. You they start aching. This is because of again anaerobic respiration in our muscles. You know that when we walk too much or do exercise after a long period of time, we take more oxygen, and our muscles, they have to work out too much, and in that case when it is not getting enough oxygen as per its requirement, then glucose converts into lactic acid and carbon dioxide. This lactic acid, it deposits under our muscles and it pains a lot. And this lactic acid can be reduced by heat. So you would have seen that after having pain in your legs, you rub it with oil. Actually oil is not needed, you can rub it by your hands, or even then also lactic acid would be reduced. So this is anaerobic respiration. You can see here I have taken the picture of yeast. Okay, this is yeast, beta. Many of you might be using in your kitchen, your parents might be using yeast. Okay, and this is देखो dove atta, it has been taken here, and if you see it is raised. If you keep it at night, in the morning you will find out in this manner. ओके, रात को अगर आप रखेंगे तो सुबह आप रेस्ड मिलेगा. दिस इज़ बिकॉज ऑफ फर्मेंटेशन और एन एरोबिक रेस्पायरेशन. ये बहुत अच्छा होता है फर्मेंटेड फूड. अगर आप चावल खाते हैं, बेटर डोसा, इडली और फर्मेंटेड आटा and other things are very good for your health also. They give us vitamin E also. And so this is the difference between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. So beta, that's it from the topic right now. So your work is, you have to write the differences between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Thank you.